Hey guys, how are you? Welcome back to Therapy with Miss T, where I'm Miss T and I'm here to give you guys a message. Okay, so as always, how are you all doing? I hope everyone is blessed, safe, and well. This is Therapy with Miss T, where we keep it real, raw, and uncut. But I always let you guys know that I am not a therapist, right? But I do offer intuitive therapy sessions if any of you would ever like to book. It is all things spiritual 444 at gmail.com, where we go over past, present, future information from God to me to you, right? Through me to you. So if you would like to book that, that's the email for that. But yeah, guys, if you need help, speak to someone, right? Look at the devil trying to get my voice. Speak to someone if you need help. Get thee behind me, Satan. You have no power or authority up in here, right? Isn't that what we tell him? But nonetheless, okay, if you need to speak to someone, reach out to someone. There are therapists. There are counselors. There are school counselors. There are guidance counselors. There are people at the church that you can, confide in. There are good people out there. If you need to speak to someone in your family that you feel you can trust, always know that you should be able to have an open, honest dialogue with someone. Maybe this is something about a conversation. Maybe someone wants to be honest. Maybe someone just wants to have this conversation now, like an open dialogue of honesty, of truth, of something coming out. And it's so crazy because, right? Thank you, Spirit. It's so crazy because I kept hearing something for someone. So every day is not your day. Every message is not your message. But if you've helped one, you've helped some. So I hope that this message helps someone. But I kept hearing for someone, and now it's trying to go away. So there could be something about coming in and going away. Coming in and going away. Maybe someone's going back and forth about something or a situation. What was it, Spirit? Because it's a very, very powerful, powerful way that the Most High God was saying it. And there could be something about a powerful way, the way someone was saying it. Oh, thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. This was the message. This is how the Most High God came through. I heard being honest with yourself. Okay, let me say that again. Being honest with yourself, thus saith the Lord. Okay, this is how I was getting it. This is how I'm going to break it down. This is how the Most High God gave it to me, right? Being honest with yourself in this season and at this time. Are you being honest with yourself? Are you really listening to yourself? Are you focusing on yourself, or are you worried about himself, herself, their self, everything else self but yourself? Are you being honest with yourself? This is a season of honesty, right? This is a season of really putting it out there on the table, really being honest, really telling the truth, right? Why? Because they say the truth shall set you free. And I truly believe that when things come to the light and things are revealed, as much as it may hurt, as painful as it can be, as difficult of a pill it is to swallow, when those things come into play, when you have to accept it, when you have to know something, right? The truth sets you free. The truth always sets you free. And for some of you guys, the way that the Most High God was giving it to me is that it's about being honest with yourself. Some of you guys really aren't honest. Some of you guys aren't really telling the truth. Some of you guys aren't really letting people know what it is and how it's been and what you feel, right? Because you are entitled to your feelings just as much as anyone else. You are entitled to be able to say, you know what? That kind of hurts me. It kind of dings a little bit. The way you do this, the way you say that, the way it feels, like being honest with yourself. Not faking the front. Not acting like is this, that, and the third. Are you honestly honest about whatever your circumstances, situation is at this time in your life? Being honest with yourself. How can we talk about other people? How can we judge other people? How can we criticize and think we have one up on other people when you don't know what other people are actually going through? You just can assume that their lives are okay. You have no idea what somebody is facing on a day-to-day basis. You have no idea how many spiritual attacks come your way. How many people want to take the life from you? How many people are seeking to destroy you? You have no idea how many people are really up against you at this time. Being honest with yourself. There are haters that really hate on you. And it's time to be honest with yourself. Everybody is not out here to be your friend. Everybody is not out here to really say, you know what, I see what you're doing and you doing it well, and I appreciate you and I thank you. Everybody's not going to give you your big ups. They're not going to be able to do it. And it's time to be honest with yourself. These people are not going to applaud for you. God is going to bring the people that will. These people were never meant to clap for you. God is going to bring the people that will. These people were not meant to support you. God is going to bring the people that will. He's weeding out the bad apples. He's weeding out the things that you don't need in your life. He's weeding out the people that are only sent to destroy you. He's weeding them out. Some of them got to get weeded out earlier than later in your life. Thank God for weeding them out. Thank God for releasing you of the snakes, of the fakes, of the fake family, of the fake friends, of the fake people at your jobs, in your life. People that are your ride or dies, people that are your closest people. These people don't care about you. They are faking the funk. And it's time to be honest with yourself. Not himself, not herself, but yourself. And these people are fake. And you have a lot of fake people in your life and around you. It's that season. It's that season. Are you being honest with yourself? Are you surrounding your system, your kingdom, your village in the right soil? Are you really doing God's purpose at this time? Are you really seeking ye first the kingdom of heaven and having all things added unto you? Are you doing the works of an evangelist at this time? Are you? Because it's easy to talk about somebody else's shortcomings. Oh, it's easy to talk about somebody when they're down. Oh, it's easy to have something to say when you think that that person cannot be raised up again. But you better go ask Joseph, because it didn't look like he was going to get out of his situation. It didn't look like he was going to get out of his circumstances. You better go ask Noah, because he built the ark for listening. He built the ark for listening to what? The word of God. How many people thought he was crazy for building the ark? How many people talked about that man losing his mind? Because he chose to believe in the Most High God and the spirit that dwelled within him. Because he focused on his self and he saved who he could save that could believe. There are some people that are going to have a serious wake-up call when it comes to what God is about to do in your life. Because I'm going to be honest with you guys, okay? I done been on here going on maybe 4.5, almost 5 years. And I could tell you one thing, if not two things, if not three things for sure. I get tired of being tired of being tired. And I'm going to put it on the line. I appreciate everybody that says beautiful comments in the comments to me. You know why? Because I don't get that kind of commentary all the time. So if somebody wants to say they appreciate me, they love me, they like what I'm doing, thank you. I truly thank you in this season, because there are a lot of people that can't even leave a comment, a word of advice, something nice to say, right? It hurts them that much to have to say anything good about Tiara. And it's so sad because, yes, Miss T be in the same boat sometimes. I have so many people in my family, it's unreal, right, that I don't even talk to. I have no idea how people are really, really doing. I don't know. And that's real talk. And some of these very people live in the same state that I live in. And I still don't know what's going on with these people. And this is my family. This is my family. The ones that are really supposed to be by my side. Where are they at? It be crickets. It be real crickets sometimes. And it's not to offend anyone, but it's the truth. It's the truth. And that's the truth. And I thank God for my grandma. Because I promise you, that's the one person I can say in the family that no matter what people say or hear or say against you, your grandma is the one that will always know who you are deep down on the inside. It's always that motherly, maternal person, that older feminine energy that will let you know who you really are. They know who you are before you know who you are. And this is the season where it's time to know who you are. And there is no more like thinking about what others got going on. It's time to focus on what you got going on. This even comes to people you thought were your friends. There are some people that were really never your friend. I'm sorry to be the one to bear the bad news. Some of them only were around you for what they could get out of you, how they could use you to their benefit, either to their demise. God is weeding them out early. You can't be that person's friend no more. I know it hurts. I know it's sad. I know it don't feel good. But that person is not all the way there in their heart. And God knows it. God knows it. He also knew Judas was Judas before Judas knew he was Judas. He knew that too. God knows who these people will become. God knows how much jealousy is in their heart. God knows that in the future they'll try to backstab you. They'll try to say some things about you. They'll try to put your business out. They'll try to get paid by bloggers. They'll try to do certain things to you. You don't know to the amount some people will go for money to kill, steal, and destroy. And if you are God's chosen one, he tells you, you are going to the land of the milk and honey. That sounds like a prosperous land to me. That sounds like the land I want to go to. I don't know about the rest of you, but all I can say is that in this season, it's time to focus on yourself. It's time to really, really put it out there. It's time to be honest. I don't get a lot of support. I do this for God. I can count on two hands how many times somebody ever donated to me. And I thank each and every single person. Because I pray God amounts blessings on top of blessings over any of you. Nobody had to send me anything. Nobody had to do anything for me. Nobody has to write beautiful comments. That's God. That is God showing these people through my heart how I'm really trying to help some of you guys. How I'm really trying to get on here and tell you, like, look, it's a lot of stuff going on in the spirit. Why are y'all mad at me for being able to get the messages from God? Why don't you start trying to get the messages yourself? You don't got to get mad at me because I'm telling you this is what God said. This is what God said. And you mad at me for telling you what God said to me. Why? Ask yourself these questions. Why are you mad? Why are you upset? Why don't you like me? Why don't they like you? What have you ever done to any of these people other than try to build them up? help them get where they needed to be. And they don't like you. They don't like you. They can't stand you. And all you ever did was try to help them. Then yes, may God have mercy on their soul. Because that's who's going to have to help them now. Because that's who helped you. So for some of you guys in this season, this is that period you are going into where you are going to have to now be honest with yourself. There are some people that were never your friends. I'm sorry to tell you, but they weren't. They didn't really love you for the right reasons. It wasn't genuine. It was always gossip. It was always you being talked about. It was always people thinking that they were above you and you were beneath them. It was always people thinking you were different. It was always people thinking you were weird. You were the black sheep. You were the one that stood out. There was always people thinking there was something about you. Because there was something about you. And yes, you are meant to stand out. God chose you for the mission. That means you have an assignment on your life. That means that there is something you are supposed to accomplish. And that means that he says it is his will be done on earth as it is in heaven. That means that it's already transpired in the heavenly realms. And for he is God, so God is what? Going to get his way, some way or another. It's always God's plan. Even if you have free will, I choose to use mine for God's plan. So I don't know about the rest of you guys, but what I can tell you is that in this season, it is time to be honest with yourself. How many people are really looking out for your best interest? How many people really want to see you win? Can you really count on one hand how many real honest people? Or can you count on two? And for some of us, we really only got one hand that we can say we can really count are some honest, real people in our lives. In our lives. And that's the message, is that it's time to be honest with yourself. And there's going to be a lot of people mad at you, upset with you, and let them be. You are not going to be everybody's cup of tea. But if God chose you to do something, I would rather those people be mad than God. I would rather those people say what they want to say than God. I would rather keep listening to Paul 2 Timothy 4, where he told him to keep going, that you need to have sound doctrine. I would rather be on the side of the one that chose to have sound doctrine. I would rather not have to become one of the people that listen to what their itching ears wanted to hear, because those people are going to have to answer to God. I would rather keep doing what the Most High God told me to do. Stay focused on the mission, because you don't got to answer to them. You got to answer to God. And that's the message. That's what I got. That's what I got for you. It's time for you to receive your flowers while you are living. While you are living. Because you have done the works. You have put in the blood, sweat, and tears. You have been through it. You have been through it. And you still have faith. And you still believe. And you still got a glimmer of hope that things can change. God coming for you. He didn't forget you. And your blessings are here. They actually at your door. You don't even know it yet. That's the message. That's what I got. That's what I got for you. He's weeding them out. He's weeding them away. It's time to get rid of the bad apples. It's time to do the works of an evangelist. It's time to get closer to God. That's the message. That's what I got. That's what I got for you. So, if any of you would like to book a personal, one-on-one intuitive therapy session, email me at allthingsspiritual444@gmail.com. If any of you live in the Atlanta area, as I always say, if you need a house, an apartment, a room, something cleaned up, something taken care of, right? Feel free to email me officer, let's get it clean at gmail.com. Okay, so yeah guys, apartments, lofts, homes, whatever, email me. All right, so we can do pricing and scheduling and get the spot cleaned up for you. Other than that, yeah guys, just keep working on yourselves, your vessels, and doing what it is that you are called to do, because the only one that matters is really God. And if you keep him at the forefront, everything else is going to fall into place. That's the message. That's what I got. That's what I got for you. So, as always, right? It is peace be upon you, within you, and all around you. I send you peace and I send you love. And you know what? No weapon formed against me shall prosper in the name of Jesus. So, you know, when I say that, and I really, really believe that, it feels good to know that. And I love to know that no weapon, he said none. Now, he didn't say he wasn't going to feel, you know, the little fiery darts and things they send in your way. Because, oh, they're sending it because blank still hurt no matter what, right? But it won't penetrate. So, it's not going to penetrate. Whatever it is that they're sending to you, it won't penetrate. And that's a beautiful thing to know with God. When God is your armor, it won't penetrate. Okay? That's the message. That's what I got. That's what I got for you. So, until next time, right? And as, wow, always, okay? Oh, first of all, if anybody would like to support, right? If anybody would like to support me, it is Cash App, $, Yes, that's me. You can send it to that one. Or Cash App, $TITI444. Because, yeah, I would love to start receiving some support. And that's your girl just being honest, okay? Honest. Honesty, right? The truth. But nonetheless, that's just how I feel. Don't mind me, okay? I'm in my feels. But, yeah, so just like, you know, like I was saying, just in this season, remember always to say, get thee behind me, Satan. You have no power or authority in my life, in my mind, in my body, in my soul, right? Like, you gotta let him know he got no power in your soul. Like, let him know, not even the soul. He can't even touch that. So, yeah, that's what you tell him. But anyways, nonetheless, I hope everyone is blessed, safe, and well, and that y'all have a great day. But until next time, and as always, right? What we tell them, namaste.